I wonder what my next video is going to be. Man, I just don't know. What the? Hey, are you me? More of a badass version of you. But yeah, we're about the same. Oh, okay. Well, what do you want? Relax, tough guy. I come to help you out on your next video. Review the iPhone 11 Pro. You know what? That's not a bad idea. I think I'm long overdue for it anyway. Well, thank you, me. Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. Peace. He is pretty badass. Well, iPhone 11 Pro review. Hey, you. So you want to know if the iPhone 11 Pro is worth buying? Well, let's see if it is. Starting with the design, the iPhone 11 Pro is rocking a beautiful 5.8-inch OLED display with a PPI of 2436 by 1125, which has been the same for the past 3 generations of this kind of design. In other words, it's not quite fully QHD, which I feel like for the price point it should be, but it's still technically better than 1080p, and either way it's still plenty sharp. The notch is still the same as it's been for the past couple of years, which isn't a major deal, but compared to what other competition has gone for in 2019, like the Galaxy Note 10 and OnePlus 7 Pro, hopefully next year's iPhone comes with a new all-screen design of some sort. One thing I definitely can applaud Apple on is the consistency with displaying colors accurately or naturally over the years. Which personally I feel like because of Apple's color accuracy, that allowed other companies to want to do this as well. But that's a whole different topic. On the back of the iPhone, Apple decided to offer 3 cameras this year, with the new addition being the ultra-wide-angle lens. Which for those of you who don't know, Apple was not the first to do this. That award goes to LG. However, when Apple does something, they do it good. I'm pretty sure most people can agree with that statement. And of course, in addition to the wide-angle lens, you get the standard wide-angle and telephoto lenses. Apple also decided to use this matte-like material for the glass on the iPhone 11 Pro. The Apple logo has been shifted down some, and there isn't any iPhone name branding. Jumping into the internals of the phone, 4 GB of RAM is what you get with the iPhone 11 Pro, which is a little disappointing considering that the competition starts at 6 GB. But personally, I can admit that iPhones, because of the software, don't need as much RAM as Android does. Now, what's powering this bad boy is Apple's A13 Bionic. And if you don't know by now, Apple has been dominating the benchmark scores over the years, even though yes, it's more to it than benchmark numbers, but the numbers don't lie. Yes, iOS 13 has some bugs and quirks, which for me, I haven't really experienced any hiccups from what I can think of. Apple's A13 is more than fast, launching apps and games to browsing the web and streaming media. The iPhone 11 Pro for me has been smooth as butter. The iPhone 11 Pro comes with a 3046 mAh battery, which is a huge gap considering the iPhone 11 Pro Max is sporting a 3969 mAh battery. Now, why Apple couldn't put at least a 3300 mAh battery in a regular iPhone 11 Pro is a question I definitely have for them. But because of the standby time and efficiency of Apple's processor, it kind of makes up for it. I average about 5 to 6 hours of screen on time, which isn't the best out there, but considering the size of the battery, I'm pretty sure other phones with this battery size and high specs wouldn't last as long. Now, you know me, I feature gameplay on this channel as well, so one feature I appreciate Apple finally including in iOS 13 is the support for PS4 and Xbox One controllers. We can now freely play games on the iPhone 11 Pro with the controller that majority of you own without having to buy a special one. I'm also really digging the dark mode. I honestly, as stated in my iPhone 11 Pro unboxing, haven't really used dark mode on my phones until now, and I must say, I am impressed by it. There's also a night mode in the camera app, but the iPhone does it for you when it feels appropriate. But it does allow you to choose the seconds on how long you want the shutter to be open, which is good. There's also what Apple is calling slow fees. Now that's a funny name, but I will say it's pretty cool to have slow motion video on the front camera. Now speaking of cameras, I'm pretty sure you heard this year's iPhones are a pretty good improvement over the previous iPhones, and I can agree on that. It's true, I've taken some really good shots with this iPhone. I personally still like how the Pixel 3 takes some of its photos, which is due to Google's post-processing, but you really can't go wrong with the iPhone 11 and iPhone 11 Pro cameras. One thing I can most confidently say though, as stated in my previous videos, is the iPhone 11 Pro has the best video on a smartphone camera. Don't believe me? Be sure to check out my epic workout video filmed entirely on the iPhone 11 Pro. I'll even put the iPhone 11 Pro versus Galaxy Note 10 camera test link down below as well. Okay, so here's the verdict. So based off these key points I went over, it's really iOS 13 has been improved and not really the iPhone 11 Pro besides the wide angle camera, which with a new phone comes new software. That being said, the iPhone 11 Pro is just an incremental upgrade over the iPhone XS and iPhone 10. So if you own the iPhone XS and iPhone 10, upgrading to the iPhone 11 Pro isn't a must, unless you really want that wide angle lens, which is a great feature. But if you're happy with your iPhone XS and iPhone 10, I say maybe hold off until next year to see what Apple has in store for us. Anything before the iPhone 10, definitely the iPhone 11 Pro is a major go. But if you gotta have the latest and greatest like me, buying an iPhone 11 Pro, you won't be disappointed. But let me know what you all think in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. As always, salute to the flag. It's for the love of tech. And I'm gonna catch you all on the next one. Peace.